Here are the top 8 cryptocurrencies to watch for 2013, plus 2 bonus cryptocurrencies that are unreleased that our analysts have been looking into that you definitely want to keep an eye on coming out in 2023. I'm going to give you these 8 cryptocurrencies, their developments, updates, what are they doing and why you should be interested in them coming up in this episode. First of all though, let's start at the top with Bitcoin. Despite the bear market and falling prices, we're seeing a huge growth of accumulation across the Bitcoin network. As of the time of recording, the number of addresses holding 0.001 Bitcoin has hit an all-time high. So despite media, this is a really positive sign and indicates that small holders are starting to accumulate and more people are using Bitcoin despite the bear market. We know Bitcoin's been down more than 75%, more than 4 times, but the media continue to shit on it. But we know the on-chain activity remains consistent, the network remains resilient, hash rate is still really good, security is good, and miners are quickly bouncing back from a 40% drop in hash rate recently due to that severe weather event. So really showing the flexibility of miners and the strength of the network to cope with a significant decrease. And I'm super excited about where Bitcoin's going. Plus, there's been so much development on the network as well. So Strike, as we all know, a major Bitcoin payment processor, is working on major partnerships with brands to integrate the Lightning Network on top of Bitcoin. One of those is set with Shopify, set to release its plugin in Q1. So Shopify businesses can actually accept Bitcoin. And Blackhawk is in final testing for launch in early next year, which is really good news for adoption, as Bitcoin is a payment method as well as that Bitcoin store of wealth. There's more merchants, businesses, as brands who accept that as a form of payment on the Lightning Network, making it easier for people to use. Now, Jack Mallers, the CEO, admitted to being a little bit overly ambitious with his rollout plans. I saw him over in the Bitcoin Miami last year, but those partnerships are happening and that's exactly what matters. So super excited and bullish about Bitcoin. Now, next on the list as we work our way down is Ethereum, one of my favorites as well. Ethereum developers have provided more clarity, I guess, on what do we expect on the runway or roadmap later this year. We had a huge upgrade, as we know, last year from proof of stake to proof of work. And we've got a little bit more clarity around the planned upgrade happening in 2023 known as Shanghai. So this will focus solely on withdrawals as a target testnet of somewhere around February, so next month. And it's really important as we move towards making it easier for people to withdraw their staked ETH, as we know it's still locked up, and that will provide and increase more liquidity in the market. The second upgrade, so we've got another upgrade coming as well, it's called Kankan, and will center around the EIP 4844. And what that does is it promises to significantly decrease the transaction costs on scaling networks like Optimism. So we know we're starting to work towards Ethereum being more scalable and optimized and cheaper. As we know, more NFTs, brands are being built on top. So this is really going to be another positive thing for adoption. As we know, as we move from proof of stake to proof of work, the supply dynamics on exchanges have also changed. So on exchanges, it has actually hit the lowest in 2018, which happened, a little bit before that. We've removed over 1.7 billion of the sell pressure in just 4 months. So this indicates the amount of ETH being held on exchanges is decreasing, which is a really bullish sign for the future. It means more people are holding on to their ETH and are actually selling it. As we know, there's supply dynamics with the change in blockchain over to proof of stake. So 4 months ago has removed over 1.7 billion of sell pressure in just 4 months. So this indicates that the amount of Ethereum being held on exchanges is actually decreasing, which is a really, really bullish sign for the future. What it actually means is that people are holding onto the ETH and not selling it. Compared to last year, there was obviously a lot of sell pressure, and this could be a big sign of confidence in the future of Ethereum. So really bullish on that too. Now, the third cryptocurrency we're going to talk about today is Solana. Now, Solana has briefly fallen outside of the top 20, but is it dead? That's been the biggest question. I don't think so. I think the answer is no. Solana is not dead. It is still a promising project with a lot of potential, and it's just experiencing a temporary setback. And I think it's important to remember that in crypto market, things can change really quickly. I remember if we look back, Ethereum hit at $60 moment a little while, a few years ago and bounced back. And Solana is still a solid project with a strong team and a promising future. We've got a lot of cool games being built on top of it, and the NFT marketplace is really cool as well. So lots of things still happening in Solana. I don't think it's dead. Number 4 is Chainlink staking. This launches a development recently, and is a really positive development, is going to allow more people to participate in the network and earn rewards for doing so. So Chainlink is one to look out for. It also increases the security of the network as more people are investing in it. So Chainlink are also moving up, and another one to keep an eye out on in 2013. Number 4 is ThorChain. So ThorChain is seeing a lot more adoption following the FTX collapse. As we know, ThorChain is a decentralized exchange. We're seeing a big movement back towards decentralization, and is being built on the Cosmos network. So Chainlink is another promising project that we've seen increase adoption, and is a good sign for those future decentralized exchanges as we move away from the centralized ones. So ThorChain, as more people moving towards those exchanges as a more secure alternative to, as we mentioned, the centralized exchanges. We're trusting more of that code, not people, which is the reason we're in crypto in the first place. So big props to ThorChain. Number 5, one of my favorites is Maple Finance, and released a late upgrade late last year. And Maple is basically a decentralized lending platform that allows users to borrow and lend crypto assets in a trustless manner back to those decentralized ideas. And the upgrade addresses issue with the lender default. So they had a few issues with different lenders defaulting on their payments, basically making the platform more secure for users. And it's a really important step I see for Maple towards making decentralized lending more mainstream and accessible to a wider audience. So I think there's going to be, as I said in another video, a big move towards those decentralized finance protocols. Now, number 6, let's talk about a gaming project. Star, Atlas, and Illuvium are 2 significant projects that are worth keeping an eye on in 2013. We saw a big movement towards gaming last year. I think Star Atlas is a really cool multiplayer online game that uses the blockchain technology to basically create this decentralized virtual universe where players can own and control their own assets. Illuvium is an Australian-based game that I saw over in the Gold Coast late last year, and again allows players to collect and trade unique digital assets throughout their games to actually earn crypto. So both of these projects have a lot of potential, and I think gaming is going to be a big movement in 2013, and 2013 is going to revolutionize the way we play games based on the quality of those games, bring in a wider audience. So that's our top 8 cryptocurrencies. Now let's talk about the bonus 2. I mentioned the unreleased tokens on our radar of our research team. We have EigenLayer and Arbitrum are 2 of the most promising projects yet to tokenize. EigenLayer is a decentralized data marketplace allowing users to monetize their data in a secure and private manner. And Arbitrum's been one on our radar for a little while, which is a layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum, allowing much faster transactions and cheaper. Now, both these projects have a lot of potential and one worth keeping an eye on as they continue to develop and look to be released later this year. So that's our 8 plus our 2 bonus cryptocurrencies. I hope you've loved that. As we know, bear markets are time to accumulate and look at those blue chips. Not saying these are investment worthy by any stretch, but I think these are some of the ones to keep an eye out on. And if you're new to crypto, I definitely urge you to start with Bitcoin and Ethereum before heading into the other altcoins. But I really do think there's going to be a big movement towards decentralization of DeFi and a lot of those gaming projects I said as well. As always, never invest more than you're willing to lose. And if you want more crypto investment research, head over to Collective Shift. We have a bunch of stuff over there, and you can sign up for our membership program where we give you a personalized dashboard, onboarding calls, education to really give you the confidence to navigate crypto in a seamless manner with a team of experts and analysts behind you. So you can head over to Collective Shift and check that out. My name is Ben. I hope you enjoyed that. Please make sure to leave a comment and subscribe if you like these videos, and I'll see you next time.